Jeff, when you talk about the results, were you pleased? And tell us more about the outlook, because everybody always wants to know that.
Thanks, Nicole. It's great to be with you this afternoon. Yes, I was quite pleased. We did a lot of heavy lifting in 2020, not only with regard to 20, but in really restructuring the company and getting it heavily focused in additive manufacturing, which is our core of core businesses and what we've been into from the beginning. And we worked our way through COVID and came through that nicely and saw a really nice uplift in Q4. So that we're divided into two business units, healthcare and industrial. Healthcare was fantastic. We were up over 45% in both on a year-over-year basis and quarter-over-quarter basis. And that helped lift the entire company to growth year over year. Our industrial business was up mid-teens. We were also pleased about that. And most importantly for the future, we planted a lot of great seeds for growth in the future. We've been going through a restructuring activity to make sure we were profitable and generating strong cash flow that we could support the investments that are so exciting in this industry to make right now.
It's amazing how you're in all these different areas. And when we talk about the medical part of it, where do you see the most growth? You mentioned industrial, medical. I mean, you're making 3D parts, basically, right, for everyday life.
Absolutely, Nicole. And I got to say, of everything we're doing right now, healthcare is absolutely amazing. You know, the whole industry is evolving. There's much more availability of digital information to assist in surgeries and medical devices that are implanted in your body, and even when changes are needed in bone structures and things from tumors and other trauma and breakage. Additive manufacturing plays a key role in this and being able to deliver better patient outcomes very quickly and very customized for each patient. So you improve the probability of success for the patient, the risk of infections reduced, and you play a key role in generating that value so you can actually turn it into a very good quality business. So we do a range of things for medical, from dentistry to customized dental straighteners and things to help with teeth and other implants, to medical devices and surgical simulations. It's all fantastic. It's evolving very quickly. And the key element, Nicole, is that it's all customized to the individual patient to improve their outcomes and probability of success. So we love that. Industrial, obviously, it's matured to the point now where we're able to print real parts for real operating systems in very demanding applications like aerospace and defense and other high-end automotive applications, electric vehicles that are really exciting in their own right. And we're leveraging basically the same fundamental technologies to do both.
It's amazing how, I mean, this is a stock we followed a long time, and I think 3D everything has been a hot topic, but your stock is up in 6 months, 350%. And I know you've been doing some restructuring to curb costs, and I mean, why does the stock move like that? I mean, I know you don't comment on stock price, but what do you think the euphoria was, and what are people most excited about for the company going forward?
Nicole, I would tell you we delivered two things that were really important to the market. And number one, we had spread ourselves very thin for several years, looking at a lot of digital manufacturing technologies. We became very focused, and when I joined in May of 20, we became very focused around additive manufacturing. And the two objectives, and this is really what drove the market value to where it was, is number one, can you restructure the business to really be profitable and generate good operating cash flow so you can afford the reinvestments to make in the business for growth? We demonstrated that in spades in Q4, and there's a lot more to come in the future. And then secondly, can you do that restructuring while delivering growth? Because a lot of the restructuring was around, reducing SG&A costs, driving efficiencies, and quite frankly, Nicole, it's very easy. Anybody can come in and reduce headcount, but to do so in a manner that preserves growth, that's what people were looking for. And we had an excellent Q4, both on consecutive quarters and year over year, beyond the effect of COVID, frankly. And I think that's really what folks were looking for to get excited about our company, but also as a bellwether on the industry.
I thought it was interesting that even the analysts are on board with what you're saying as well. Loop Capital, for example, upgraded the stock from a sell to a hold now, and a new price target of $31 a share. So certainly some upside potential there when it's sitting around less than $24. So that's exciting. And how do you differentiate yourself from your competitors? Because obviously you mentioned so many different areas, right? Even electric vehicles is something that could be in the future. So how will you say 3D is it, not the other guys?
So to be a leader in this industry, Nicole, and I think there'll be a lot of winners in this industry, but to be a leader in it, I think there's a couple things you have to have. Number one, you have to have both metals capability and plastics capability, because our customers, both in healthcare and industrial, they want the availability of both solutions from a supplier. They want you to come in as a knowledgeable 3D printing company, if you will, and help them demonstrate applications and define the workflows and deliver that solution so they can implement it in their manufacturing processes. So you have to be somewhat agnostic to the materials of construction and how you're printing. You also have to have all the basic capabilities, printing, software, and materials. At the end of the day, it's the materials element, and it's one of our particular strengths that customers really feel the most, because that's what their components are made from. It's not just the geometry, it's the material of construction. That's the value proposition for people. And I think the breadth of our technology, we've been in this business from the beginning. Our Chief Technology Officer, Chuck Hull, invented the business and the industry. And we've got the broadest range of technology offerings to date. Our magic is bringing them together specifically in certain applications that will drive value.
Yeah. I'm out of time, but are you worried about rising rates, or do you think the economy's improving? What's your overall feeling at this point?
Oh, certainly the economy's improving, and the faster it opens, the better. Healthcare, you already see a resurgence. Industrial investment, I think the amount of liquidity in the world today, the projections for CapEx spending, very good for our industry and our company and specifically. So I'm excited. We're paced by COVID opening, but the current projections for the vaccine rollout are very encouraging. And our customers have found, very creative ways to work through this period. And I think by the time we get to the second half of the year, you're going to see some really exciting things happening in the economy.